G'day Scarefest fans, Glenn here from fakeshemp.net. Now's not the time to get up and make a coffee. Stay right where you are because I've got a fantastic film from 2009 that I consider to be one of the greatest Australian films of all time. I'm not even exaggerating, so stick around because we're about to look at The Loved Ones. Everything about this movie is stunning. It tells the story of a psychotic teenager who kidnaps and tortures the guy who rejected her invitation to the high school formal. Formal is basically what you guys call a prom. So she drugs him, takes him to her house, and then she straps him to a chair and absolutely goes to town on this guy. And I mean, really unleashes her fury on the poor bastard. The camera doesn't flinch, and eager horror fans are treated to 90 minutes of unrelenting horror that is as insanely fun as it is horrific. Personally speaking, as a horror fan, I think movies like this are the reason we go to the cinema in the first place. It's an experience, and with all kinds of colours and textures painted across the screen, director Sean Byrne essentially gives a masterclass in modern horror. I guess the best way to describe The Loved Ones is that it's like a depraved blend between sort of John Hughes and Tobe Hooper. It's part 16 Candles and part Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And when The Loved Ones was released, it actually fared pretty well internationally at film festivals, and from memory it performed pretty well on home entertainment too. And while I would like to hope that it's still remembered fondly over there, my guess is that it's pretty much fallen through the cracks of time. So you guys can help me revive this beautiful little shocker by watching it on Tubi or Pluto. They're the streaming platforms it's currently on in the States. And let's bring this movie back. Well, there you go, The Loved Ones. Like I said, I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's the greatest Australian film of all time, at least in my mind, let alone a horror movie. It's just an absolutely beautiful film. And if you want to learn more about it, we actually dedicated an entire episode on our previous podcast to the film. So if you go to fakeshemp.net, just go to the podcast section and scroll through the episodes and you'll find it. But speaking of podcasts, don't forget to listen to me every single week on Good Movie Monday. That's Monday in Australia, but it is actually Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Like the page, comment, join the conversation, and I'll catch you next week.